RV-8s. A tandem seat concept, so it's got a sort of fighter-like feel to it, whilst being equally comfortable in the touring role as well. It's well presented, it's a good aircraft to handle, it's flexible, it's got good G limits as well. And there you go with the Delta underside pass. As they come out here, 4 and 5, you see them pulling up. That's Gerald Williams and Russ Eatwell. Themselves great pair, very amusing bunch of guys they are. I always end up chatting to them at the different displays I go to. They'll be pulling up into their first manoeuvre, which is a quarter vertical roll. And there's a very synchronized manoeuvre. There's that quarter turn that goes into it. And another roll there, just to pull out. And while they exit out, keep your eyes open now for the main formation, 1, 2, 3, and 6. Coming in from our right-hand side, in box to complete their box barrel roll. So going outside of the massively huge old beer barrel, and again the synchronization required here is much more tricky than you imagine. And the leader flying the safe line, keeping it really steady, whilst the others replicating the movement in plane form of the leader itself with different control inputs. So 4 and 5 coming in now, they'll be pulling up. Just holding crowd center whilst the main formation repositions. Putting in that little quarter turn. Now keep an eye to the left as they pass, as 4 and 5 go underneath. The main formation now flying by in its cyclone. 1, 2, 6 at the front there, as number 3, Pete Wells, goes round and round in the cyclone maneuver. So running through, sit up the front, been displaying now for well over a decade, a former fast jet pilot with around about 6,000 hours by now, an ex-Tornado F3 man, also came up through the University Air Squadron route and EFT, working as a QFI now on the Grob 120 prefect. Full-time reservist commanding the University of Wales Air Squadron at St Athan, and all these pilots pretty much have connections with Wales, being based down there. Alongside him, Patrick Wilson, the newest member of the team, again a very accomplished youngster compared to some of them I hasten to add. They'll rag me for that, I'm sure, but doing a really great job there with Pete Wells on his other wing in number 3rd position. But keep your eyes peeled now as they all come back in together in Delta formation. 4 and 5, break 3, go. Break, and I think you'll agree, really smooth flying. It's lovely to see one of the best display teams I think we're blessed with on the circuit this time. As 4 and 5 break off, doing their pairs formation work, as the other 4 go out to distance. Gerald Williams, fairly well-known name amongst the rugby fraternity, having played an awful lot of rugby in Wales, New Zealand, South Africa, a successful businessman, and also done a vast amount of business work as well, and flown a huge cross range of different aircraft. Flying with him, Russ Eatwell, well over 15,000 hours in 70 different types of aircraft and helicopters. Had his background in the Royal Navy's Fleet Air Arm, straight from school flying Sea Kings and anti-submarine helicopters. Having the time of his life there as the Porsche arrives back in front of us. We're just going to have to hold them for a moment there. Just acknowledging the team breaking off. We'll recover them safely.
Should we get a raincoat? You should look at a raincoat.
That shower obviously proving a little bit problematical. It's absolutely essential that you have good visibility and references to complete a large formation. 6 aircraft in the same airspace can be a little bit tricky, and so for very sensible reasons we've just called a halt to the completion of that display, but really first class flight. So Sid just calling them all back into Delta formation to recover the aircraft. Well, that sort of thing happens, and we said it was going to be a roller coaster day, which it is. And it's funny enough that I just mentioned that just simply because before they then made the decision that actually I thought, well, that's getting busy out there, being a pilot myself, but it still looks sort of doable. But nonetheless, it's very different when you're up in the air.
Yeah,
you get a very different perspective. And when it's like that, if you can't see the definition of the ground and the sea and the cloud, then that's when it's probably a good time to actually...
Yeah, I presume you can't make any assumptions at all. It's going to be perfect or it's not happening.
Yeah, it's a very, very tricky decision, but of course it's for everybody's safety and exactly the right thing to do in those circumstances. And yes, I must admit, I was already...